away, Squid. I don't know if you moved your mic
No,
location or what. I'm
I
just letting
did.
you know. You're back to sounding super far away.
I don't know what it is. The only place I'm having problems with is Discord. And no matter what I do, I can't fix it.
Have you tried punching Discord in the face?
I debated hacking their database and recoding it, but I don't want to go to jail. It's not worth it.
Percussion repair, always a viable option.
See, you sound great. It's just Squid. Oh man. All right.
It's
Well,
the cat ears. They help make the headphones work better.
Squid, you got to get cat ears.
Over my dead rotting corpse.
I mean, that's fine as long as we can hear you better. Do 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 do. If anybody cares, super cool music. Link in the things with the pens and the stuff, the wazoos. Use it if you want. Don't. I like it, so that's all that matters. Cool. Well, it's still weird having two people without cameras, but who wants to give the super cool recap of what the fuck happened before the guy with the gun may or may not have hurt himself?
Exploding crystals.
Boom. Exploding
Yeah.
crystals.
And Jonathan's sad he can't have a feast.
Freaking minecart roller coaster from hell.
It was fine. We survived.
Somebody, very green, almost did not.
Before all of that, though, my note says Game of Funsies, Will versus Atticus and Juniper versus Hiromi. Wakes up Zaya. Somewhat dangerous down in the mine, but it's fine. Grove Tender's watching Jonathan.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I may or may not have streaked through camp.
It's fine. And Atticus goes shopping.
For
So much happened.
a rope.
Uh-huh. And a flower.
Mm-hmm. Man, that
We got
really
some
is
crystals.
all that happened last time.
Yeah, we got some crystals.
You did.
Mhm.
Some really cool. I mean, one of
Yeah.
them was 3 feet long. A couple of the other ones were in pieces, but you guys managed to harvest them from the wall without blowing everybody up.
We haven't died yet, that's a plus.
Grove Tender broke Jonathan's heart by dumping his plate of food in the ground.
And then standing in it.
Travesty.
Yep. Yeah, that happened. Poor Jonathan. But that's okay. Now we have walking kindling for the fire. It's fine. I know I'm number one, Grove Tender. Thank you. So nice. Aw, so good.
I'm just saying, you kill this character, you know what you're getting next.
That's
Well, really, that's more of a threat to everyone else, not really you. But
Well, now I'm concerned. Who's your backup?
oh, you don't want to know.
Please don't kill him.
Why?
I don't know who the backup
All
is, but
all
it seems
I'm missing
bad.
is a bard named Galen, and it'll be fucking on.
I am looking forward to your next character.
Oh, that's concerning.
It's
These characters are always interesting.
yeah. They all definitely have personalities.
I know
Yeah.
in this campaign you should play the Queen of all chickens.
No, Philip
Chi-
only exists
chicken?
in Barovia.
Like an actual chicken, or
It would be
just somebody who
hilarious.
likes chickens.
No, his chicken. Watch Crows of Strahd, it's great.
His dire
Oh,
chicken
God.
in that campaign. Her name is Philip.
And she likes blood.
She
A
does.
diet?
Yeah.
I think that would be
Dire
a fun
chicken.
character to be.
Oh, the mental image that procures is phenomenal.
I mean, she's a size large creature.
She is glorious.
I mean, you might as well just
Something.
drop the token on the map here, right quick.
What?
I don't have the token though. That's
Oh, is
in
it only
Curse
in
of
Curse
Strahd.
Strahd? Yeah.
And
I'd have
it brings.
to. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it brings to mind Madame Marshmallow, which is a size large, very fluffy, black nosed sheep wearing a little saddle and bridle.
Oh man. Let's see. Do we have just a boring actor? Yeah, here we go. Let's.
Atticus.
Damn! Pew, pew, shots fired. Let's see.
I shouldn't give him a hard
Assets,
time.
Token.
I'll end up falling down some stairs.
Jesus. Hmm. Where the fuck did I put Philip's token at? I legitimately don't know. Oh well, I gotta have to be another day. Okay, well, since the person who was supposed to do the yeehaw shooty shooty isn't here, we're gonna zip zappity zoop all that blah da blah de blah de blah. I'm gonna take some gold off of him. He's gonna get a rope, and we're gonna move. We're gonna move on. We wanted a silk rope. Boop, and I'm gonna take the gold off. There it goes. Should really learn to organize my journals a little bit better. Nope, that's not it. All right. Well, let's just. Is there anything anybody wanted to do back at the campsite that evening? As Team Mountain comes back down the mountain, and Team stayed at the camp, did uh, random jobs to help out around the place, and Atticus comes back from the town with his fancy silk robe.
Well, being a team of one that I am since Atticus left me, yes, I did random things.
Cool.
I don't know if this is possible or not.
Anything is
Kind of where
possible
we-
with enough magic and make believe.
So, my cool little ivy crown thing, I'd like to like pluck a little leaf out of it and like plant it so that it can grow. Like I don't know if I can know where it grows, like if I'm not there, that it's there or whatever, but like I kind of want to like leave like a pin in a map kind of a thing so like I know how to come back here if I ever feel like it. Not sure how that works exactly or if it's again possible.
And Juniper will stare at you in abject horror.
Smiles.
Okay, so this is you're doing this at the somewhere around the mine entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we would have walked back.
Yeah. Give me a nature roll. Hang on.
Oh, I hit it.
Oh, too late.
I can hit it again.
No, we'll just manually adjust. Because I was gonna have you use your spellcasting ability modifier for it, so we're just gonna add
+3.
+3 to that roll. Okay. So you pluck a little bit from your
Wait, no,
crown,
yeah, something like that.
and you put it in the dirt, and just like Auntie taught you, it needs sustenance to grow and thrive, and so you prick a finger, little blood down there, then a little get your water skin out and feed it some water, really pack it down, and try to just leave a mark for you to be able to find at a later date. And as you're walking away from it, you do sense that thing's location.
I am so proud of myself then. Giant grin.
And even as you get further away, like walking back down the mountain itself with following Zaya, you still exactly like you're looking at a map and a pen, just this little itch in the back of your head. You know exactly where it's at. Coming back into the camp itself, as soon as Team Mountain basically gets to the town, and keep in mind, remember the camp is outside of town. But as soon as you guys get to town, you all can you all get a sense that like dinner is ready, mainly because Juniper is actively creating mud with how much saliva is coming out of their mouths, and their ears are just flippy floppy, like they're in a rush to go, but then they stop, and then they rush to go, and then they stop, and they're very antsy, bouncing back and forth because the smells that are wafting in and up from camp into town and up this mountain. Like the people of town are starting to like open their doors and come out. The people that were in the tavern that were rowdy and hooting and hollering are suddenly like quiet and walking out. And there's some people from town even starting to walk towards the camp. As you guys make your way into the camp proper, you can see that not only is Jonathan's wagon fully open, and probably the first time you guys have seen it fully open. Normally it's just that the side is lifted open, but the side is open, the back is open, and on either shorter sides, it's also been opened, and there's just tables like all over, and the smoke coming out of the oven chimneys is just going, and there's a bit of a spicy barbecue-y smell coming in. There's a little sweetness happening, and as you guys are coming into here and seeing all of this, you can see that there is a large bonfire going. And by large, I mean it's like 3 or 4 of you shoulder to shoulder wide. So you can only imagine like how many people around this could be comfortable with how much heat this thing's giving off. But not only is there that one big one, but there are a few small ones that have some kind of bit of meat on a spit that is turning. And every so often you see somebody over there with a bucket of something that'll dip a ladle into it and pour this liquid on these bits of meats that are on the fires, and the flames will kind of roll up and lick, and you hear the sizzle of fat burning, and the smells just wafting out. And over to where where Jonathan's wagon is, there's the typical table that has the plates and eatery utensils are there. There are 2 of the ale barrels out this time instead of typically there's only one. Now there's, for whatever reason, as you guys are coming in, there are 2 that are open. And there's just all kinds of large bowls on all of these tables that have ladles in them. And you can see that there's a whole nother table that has this black cloth thrown over it, keeping whatever's on the table protected from some kind of element. So you don't really know what's under the cloth, but there definitely is something. What do you guys do?
Eagerly start approaching just the various bowls and the various little spits and fires, definitely longingly staring at the black cloth, just sniffing, drooling, just can't decide on what I want to eat first. It's just smorgasbord of, oh my god, I want this. No, I want this first. Oh no, I want that.
Juniper, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Pretty sure that's the right one. Yep. Ooh.
So when you get over to the table with the black cloth, you are bombarded with different smells of sweets that you can't tell what exactly is under that cloth, but it's gonna be really good. But going across like the different bowls, there's different smashed roots that are in that are in bowls. There's different kinds of fruit salads. There's in one of them, actually about two, there are like leafy greens. Like there's a smorgasbord of food here. And on all the different spits, like there's different kinds of meats. Some you can tell are definitely some kind of bird, whether that is a chicken or a duck or what. I mean, not entirely sure. There's there are a variety of sizes, so it could be all of the above. But you know, on others, there's large racks of ribs. Like there's a feast. There's enough food here to feed a gosh darn army or 7. Or you for 2 days.
I'm gonna get a plate, and then I'm gonna make a little taster plate. I'm gonna put just a little bit of everything that I can fit on a plate, and just munch on it, decide what I like best and what complements what best, and then I'm gonna go back and get a really nice plate.
Fair enough. I mean, you know, everybody gets food. There's plenty of things to eat, plenty of things to drink. There's plenty of choices for everybody's taste, whether you are, you know, meat eater or not. There's stuff for everyone, to include there's dirt on the ground if you're just a giant tree.
Hiromi's not really food driven, so she would just make her.
See, there it went again. I heard you from Floral's microphone, not your own. I heard Hiromi's not really food driven and then nothing.
There's nothing we can do. Everything.
Sorry, man. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Discord's not even lighting up for you.
I know. I was just saying that I don't know what the problem is. I'm only having this with Discord. The Xbox out of my PC for the chat thing is absolutely fine. Just Discord. And I've done everything I know to fix it. Everything I tried.
Once everybody gets their food, I'm just gonna stare very longingly at the dessert table, or what at least I perceive as the dessert table.
Oh.
Juniper has a second stomach strictly devoted to desserts and snacks, okay?
Only a second stomach, not a third, fourth, and fifth?
Well, she had to be reasonable.
Strange. All right. Well, I mean, basically, after everybody gets some, main course, if you will, eventually Jonathan will pull the black cloth off of the dessert table. Excuse me. And on that table, there are 20 different fruit-based pies, full-size pies. There are 4 cakes. There is one that is pink, one that is black, one that is white, and one that is blue. And in very, very small very, very small metal plates, like maybe the size of a $50 coin. These small silver plates. There's a weird well, it looks like a half rounded white something. Like almost like you put a spoonful of yogurt or something just and dolloped it on the silver plate. But there's oodles of those. They're packed in like wherever they could fit on this table.
I'm gonna pick up one of the silver dollars and sniff it.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Banshee, I am so sorry, but you are sitting right in the way. I cannot see a thing on my screen when you sit there.
$23. So looking at this substance and smelling it, you can tell that it's light and it's airy, like something that's been repeatedly whipped to give it a body to it. It definitely smells sweet and a little bit minty.
I'm gonna stick it in my mouth. Not like the plate and everything, but I'm gonna like mom and just eat it.
As soon as you do, your mouth explodes with this really strong sweet mint flavor before it slowly starts to subside with a citrus aftertaste, like lemon.
I'm just gonna pause real hard while I process all these flavors. And then just breathe in really deep.
It's real cold in your mouth when you do so.
Kind of just smack my mouth a little, like, I don't know about that. And then go and get myself, like, one of each pie.
Like the whole pie?
No, not the whole pie. I'm gonna cut myself like a nice reasonable slice. Like a reasonable person, and get a slice from each pie just to see how I like it.
I mean, one pie is one slice, right? Seems legit to me, but hey, okay. Yeah, no problem. Easy enough to do. And I mean, it's it's made by Jonathan. There's nothing terrible about these pies. The crust is flaky, a little buttery. The filling is I mean, each of the fruit fillings I mean, the fruit comes through the sweetness or the tartness, like whichever type it is. It's a damn good pie. And you're feeling real full.
No, I won't pie. I'm going to finish my pies, stare longingly at the rest of the desserts, but pace myself. I'm gonna take a little digestive walk, see if I can make room to eat more. If I can't have a slice of cake, then maybe just one more of those white fluffy minty dollopy thingy majiggies. But like first a digestive walk, just to make sure. Maybe burp a couple times.
Okay. Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
I guess I am gonna actively try and stay away from the massive bonfires. I guess would be the only thing.
Pretty solid, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be that one int, during, you know, sacking of Isengard,
A wizard should
hits
know
bonfire.
better.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hiromi's just gonna silently watch her eat her plate and watch Juniper like she always does in amazement.
In amazement of how Juniper can eat so much fucking food.
Yeah. Because for the life of her, Hiromi will never figure out where she puts it.
It all goes to her ears. I got a couple chuckles on that one. Hollow legs, yeah. Oh man. Cool. Well, as the food gets consumed and the smaller fires are put out, and there's just the main large fire around. Jonathan goes over to that, and he's got a a in comparison to his size, a good sized mug of ale. And as he takes a drink, he looks around at not only the people that work for him and Bikes and also Zaya, but in addition to the people who picked up contracts to help. And as he looks around, he makes sure that he goes to everybody. He literally goes and talks to every person to not only make sure that they have eaten, but to let them know how appreciative he is that they made it this far. Luckily, unfortunately, and luckily, there was only the one incident. There hasn't been any more, and he hands out to everybody who has signed contracts with payment at different times to make sure they are paid. So everybody can go ahead and add 50 gold to your inventory except for Grove Tender, who gets paid in dirt.
You can't be paid in dirt. Dirt's free.
There's a lot of nice dirt up here in this mountain.
But as he's handing these things out, taking a couple drinks, he gets up on one of the stumps that have been brought out for something to sit on. He goes, you all are great, and even though this trip is half over, um, so far it's been a really great time. And I just appreciate what you guys have done, especially that weird cave situation thing. Thanks for saving my life. As he eyeballs, making sure to lock eyes with those of you who were there. I know, I really appreciate that, and I'm sure that the supplies that we are dropping off here, and the things that we dropped off at Candlekeep, and the things we're picking up now, I'm sure that those people are super appreciative too. So, from them through me to you, thanks again. And he holds up his mug and he takes a drink. And a few others also, cheer and take a drink. And he goes, now there's just the way back. And, I'm gonna be a little sad when it's over. Some of you have been really, really kind, and I mean, some of you really like my cooking, and that's important. That's real nice. Although there are others who need to learn how to eat food, but that's for another time. That's for somebody else to figure out, not me. So, just again, thank you, and we'll have a safe night, and we'll head back as soon as the sun's up in the morning. And a few other people cheer and clap, and he gets down. You can see he's like a little shaken to be talking in front of so many people, which is weird because he didn't really seem that way. But then every time he's ever talked to people, it's been when he's in the kitchen. He's never really been the one to talk to people unless he's been in the kitchen. So it's a little different. Who is anybody taking a watch? Let's just go there. Anybody taking a watch?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I don't think
Rami always takes the last watch.
I'll take second.
Fair enough. In that case, first watch, active perception check, please. First sundial.
How do we know it doesn't work at night?
It's a
Moon
moon dial. Oh, cloudy today. Womp, womp, womp. 11. Okay, cool. So, Juniper, as you are going around, and you're still having to walk off to try to make room for second dessert, and you're beginning to wonder if that white stuff wasn't something extra, because you've noticed that as soon as people have had that, they've stopped eating. It's weird. But as the large bonfire starts to subside and just go down to base, embers themselves, you do notice that the sky is still lit orange, as though the sun hasn't really set in the northeastern direction, which is weird. Past few days, you've noticed that the sun seemed to be rising earlier. It's been brighter on the eastern side, but for whatever reason, at night it's like the sun's up. Not like up in the sky, but like it's about to rise. It's got that much kind of light over there. It's a little odd.
Oops, sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say otherwise peaceful night.
I'm gonna go and just kind of casually mention it to Zaya, like, hey, you notice that it's like weirdly bright over there, right? It's not just me.
Oh man. Let's see if Zaya can. She is gonna look at you, and you're gonna see her bloodshot eyes and the rosiness of her green skin and the massive barrel that's almost empty sitting next to her, and she's gonna go, I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. It's fine.
Hmm. Have a good night, Zaya.
Huh? What? Yeah. Yeah, Zaya's heavily
Then I'm gonna go.
intoxicated.
I'm gonna go find other people, just like random people, ask them if they've noticed anything weird about like the glowy bits.
Give me a survival roll. Oh man, I saw it teetering on that one. It's like, and then it went back to that 13. As you ask different people, you get a couple people that you talk to from the town that tell you that sometimes in these mountains in particular, the lights at night are a little different because whatever it is that they mine in, because the town people don't really know. They do know that it used to be a diamond mine, and whatever that's being mined now, the magic-y folk really like, but it has a tendency to warp the atmosphere in strange ways. Like they tell you how just a couple nights ago the sky was purple. But they do tell you that it's usually around the mountain and not that far in the northeastern direction. But that strange lights aren't uncommon in these parts anymore.
Hmm. Totally, definitely normal. Not a teeny tiny bit to be concerned about. Nope.
Well, I mean, as long as
Sure.
it's not here, it's totes fine, right?
Yeah, sure. Totally, demotally. Hmm. I'm just gonna slowly turn on my heel and start walking the other direction, just like, oh.
Okay. Fair enough. As your watch comes to a close, who are you waking up?
It was Ivy, right?
That is correct. It is Ivy.
All right.
Unless you wanted to wake
Gonna
somebody
go-
else up like you did last time.
It- I plead the fifth to all
Okay.
accusations. Thank you very much.
That wasn't an accusation. That was fact.
I will go wake up Ivy,
Okay.
make sure she's good and awake, and then go to sleep.
Okay. Ivy, go ahead and give me a perception roll for your watch.
So good at these. So good at these.
A 19, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read your abilities again. Mm. Hmm. Let me send you a Vispa. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the right spelling.
Mhm. A little distracted then, but just kind of give the grass a pat as I sit down to keep watch. Don't know how else to come. It's fine.
That's I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It's they're never really helpful.
Exactly.
Um Otherwise your watch is uneventful.
Wonderful. I like uneventful.
You can go wake up whoever has third watch.
Romy.
Hero me.
Yay me.
Time to wake up.
Begrudgingly gets up.
I mean, at least this time it's not with spurs in your tail.
Yes. That is a plus.
Hiromi, go ahead and give me a active perception check, please. Damn!
What did I get?
22. Rolled a nat 20 on that.
Nothing hides from me.
Wow. Well, as you are walking around camp, your skills of observation at maximum at this point, with the dawn obviously on the horizon, and again, like the past few days, it seems to be glowing sooner and sooner and sooner. You are keenly aware of just before that first light how quiet it is. Even being inside of the camp, where some people are already waking up to start putting start getting oxen and horses together, and cleaning up different messes that they had. Nobody's talking. Nobody's making a big commotion. The people who are up are just going about whatever morning chores that they typically have, and it's the rhythm of it all. It's oddly soothing. None of the hubble like being in a big city. You're you don't have the typical wildlife sounds of being closer to a forest. You're not right next to the coast, so you don't hear the waves crashing of the ocean. It's a
So is it
really
like
nice evening.
Zen peaceful quiet, or is it like somebody find the wizard quiet and tell him to quit?
It's it's peaceful.
Okay.
And while that's nice, it's also off-putting.
Like trying to find where your toddler's at quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. When they were just making a bunch of noise and suddenly been quiet for way too long.
I'm just going to make sure that I try to be extra focused on the surroundings, just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah. As dawn hits that first light, eventually everybody else comes to, wakes up. Everybody can go ahead and hit their long rest button. And if you are somebody who prepares dope shit for the day, make sure you prepare your dope shit for the day. I suppose I should do that for the person who's not here. Well, I don't think he gets anything. He will probably reload his guns, though. There was really supposed to be a reload. Why was there a fucking sound for it? No,
Sounds like
don't.
a gunshot.
Yeah. Turn animation off for that. Did it work? Yep, let's reload the other one. There we go. Okay. I don't think he needs to do anything else. No, he's good. Okay. Is there anything anybody wants to do in the morning?
Go for a walk. Since I don't have to babysit Jonathan anymore.
Okay.
How
Roll me his. Go ahead.
how far away is town?
I mean, you guys you can see it. It'll probably take you uh 10 or so minutes to walk there. Camp is, it's relatively large. They trying to stay, out of town and more of a flat location, but the people are already packing things up and loading wagons and whatnot.
I'd like to run into town, look
Okay.
for an herbalist if it looks like there's time.
You would know that there's not an herbalist. There's a general store. There's a tavern and an inn.
Okay. I'll just help pack up.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Jonathan prepares a quick breakfast for everybody. And after eating, the oxen are attached to his wagon and everything starts into motion. Mush mush. Do do do. Leaving the mountain range, following the road back. Throughout most of the day, it's relatively nice, relatively peaceful. About early midday, you can see that there are starting to be some storm clouds coming in from the east.
Nothing worse than wet fur.
And you can see that Zaya heads. She usually walks up and down the caravan, going back to where the oxen are pulling a really heavy cart. You can see that her and Jonathan are mumbling, talking to each other, and they keep looking and pointing at the clouds. Caravan keeps going.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the clouds and their progress.
Okay. Give me an active perception check, Juniper.
Perception rolls tonight are on point.
That was so close to being a 2.
I sent you Whisper in Foundry, so do with that information whatever it is you want. As the caravans continue moving along, the clouds are relatively dark, and you guys, from where you're at, can hear um, thunder rolling in them. You haven't seen any lightning or anything yet, but you hear the rumblings in those storm clouds, and they're they're getting fairly close. The storm's gonna hit.
I'm gonna head over towards Zaya.
Okay.
Just go up and say, excuse me?
They look down at you, not at you, but you understand. They look down to you.
So last night the plant said that the lightning storm brings death, so just letting you know.
She has a very confused look about her face. And she kind of just pats you on the head and goes, "Don't worry. We'll be fine."
I don't worry.
Okay.
I like to find an empty wagon or a wagon. I want to get my dry seat early before the rain hits and everybody runs into them.
Easy enough to do because you dropped off so much stuff, and what you guys picked up were 4 bags, and they take no space. So easy enough for you to jump into one of the now empty wagons to get your seat. In fact, quite a few of the workers have also already done so.
Yeah, as long as it's not next to the crystals.
Just gotta walk up to the wagon with little Zen and be like, "Do you melt in the rain?"
Who'd you say that to?
To you.
Oh, do I melt in the rain? No. I don't like the rain, though.
But the
I'm
rain
gonna
makes-
go find Hiromi and boot her up into a wagon. Like, here,
Okay.
I don't like those clouds.
Does Ivy look concerned or upset at all?
Give me an insight roll. As Ivy's camera freezes. Ivy, he rolled an 18. How do you look? Well, maybe they're fully frozen there.
Yeah, I think the network's wrapped up.
They seem like there they go. They seem like they don't have a care in the world right now. Like they're everything's fine. They seem almost giddy about the oncoming rain, maybe.
Just stare out the wagon at Grove Tender, thinking I'm glad I'm not the tallest object around here.
Why does everyone fear the voice of Talos? I do not understand. His voice brings the rains that nature the earth.
Well, you're not covered in metal.
Once I boot Hiromi up into one of the wagons, I'm gonna go start searching around for Ivy. And then once I find her, I'm gonna boot her up into a wagon and be like, here, nope. Bad clouds. Very bad clouds. We're not dealing with this right now. And Juniper just keeps just looking around, just slowly getting more and more anxious.
But the rain isn't bad. Thunderstorms happen.
You have been kicked.
So, does this look like a normal thunderstorm, or does this look like some cyclones coming in on us?
Wilford, it looks like a normal thunderstorm to you.
I guess I'm just going to pay attention to the people freaking out. Seems a little bit atypical for a rainstorm.
Which the only person seemingly freaking out is Juniper. Like, nobody else is really paying too much attention to that there's a storm coming, other than the typical, like, making sure what goods that are left are, secure, that things are, put into crates, or, as waterproof as they can be. Some people are taking a couple horses to, start looking for a place to comfortably camp if they need to start pulling over early. Just a typical prep for a rain, if you will. I mean, again, one of your wagons is super fucking heavy, so they definitely don't want to be trying to pull things in mud. So they're actively looking for, they're just normal preparing, if you will. Nobody seems rushed or hurried. They're just appear to be normal preparing.
Except for Juniper.
Except for Juniper, who is moving short people that she's more familiar with off of the ground and into carts, and seems a bit antsy.
When Juniper's hoisting someone into my cart, I will strike up a conversation.
Well, considering it was Ivy who was next to you, and Juniper said they're tossing Ivy into a cart, boom, here they are.
Say, Juniper, you okay?
I'm just gonna be like mumbling to myself and then like looking at Ivy, about to like start telling her like stay in the cart, this is a bad storm, and I'll just look at you and be like, I don't know what it is, but those clouds aren't right, and we're too far away right now for me to tell what's wrong with them or anything, but the sky's been janky for days and I ain't about to risk it, and these people are way too short to be on the ground right now.
What's the problem with the ground? You just said it gets muddy and slows you down?
Exactly. The sky's been janky. You don't know what's gonna rain down. It might not be water. And I ain't risking it.
Are you gonna get some cover?
Yeah, I'm mostly just going around making sure everybody's safe. And then after I dumped Ivy, I was gonna go talk to Zaya and Jonathan, see if to let them know that I'd noticed something funky with the sky and that this raid might not be as mundane as it seems to appear to everybody else.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, so
Kinda
stay
look-
in the cart.
All right, that's easy enough for me to do. I will, I'll just keep an eye on Juniper, since she seems to be concerned about the storm. And she said that it was not a normal storm. Because
Okay.
if she goes running for the woods, Wilford's going to be right behind her. I'm not going to stick with the rest of the lemmings.
Yeah, After hoisting a couple more small people, I'm gonna go alert Zaya and Jonathan that something ain't right.
Okay. As soon as you go over to them and start talking to them, Zaya will look at you and go, It's just a thunderstorm. I already told Ivy it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Zaya, the sky has been janky for days, alright? I mean, are you absolutely 100% sure that is a perfectly normal thunderstorm and will not do any kind of janky, not natural stuff? Can you guarantee it?
If it makes you feel any better, if it does anything janky, I'll cut it in half.
Juniper, there's gonna be a look of, how stupid do you think I am?
Give me an insight roll.
Oh no! Like, is
Let's
this
see.
lady serious, or is she pulling my leg?
This is where that death Ivy predicted comes in.
Turns out Grove Tender was evil the whole time. The plants are here to bring death.
Bring it on. Auntie would be so proud.
Wasn't that the theme of that M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Yeah, it was the plants.
Just need
It
gasoline.
definitely happened.
So Zaya doesn't seem to be pulling your leg. She seems to 100% believe she's just going to cut the storm in half.
I don't know what's more concerning. I'm gonna go find the wagon that I put Hiromi in, and I'm just gonna climb on board. Just I ain't risking it.
Okay. Well, after you do so, it's probably about another hour before the people who went scouting ahead come back, and you guys start moving off the trail or off the road itself, going into a bit of rougher terrain, but they seem to have found a patch that has more solid ground, maybe more rocks than just packed earth. Again, especially since you have the one wagon, which would just fall apart. I mean, not fall apart, but be exceedingly difficult for the oxen to move in mud. So the caravan starts to uh, move off of the beaten path, goes for, excuse me, reminds me I needed to boop 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 change the day and the time. Goes for a little bit longer before coming to, again, a patch of ground that seems a bit more sturdy than what you guys were on, and that's based off of the fact that like the wagon wheels themselves don't seem to be sinking into the ground as the horses and the one that's being pulled by oxen as before. So they're not going down as deep. So there's consensusly being hopeful that if they have to wait out whatever this is, that at least it will be easier to get out of. And so camp is already being set. And the sun's going down. And you guys are in the thick of the clouds at this point. And the thunder is definitely roiling through. Like consistently. But no rain. No rain. As camp gets set up. Jonathan begins, the typical, some kind of an evening meal, but he doesn't make as big of a meal. Definitely seems to be holding back a little. And, there's some grumblings about the camp about that. But then he goes, well, I mean, who knows how long we're going to have to stay here? We only have so much food. Gotta make it last.
For the first time in this entire journey, Juniper is not the first person in line.
So she's dead?
No, I am doing circuits of the camp. I'm watching the clouds. I'm trying to keep track of Ivy and Hiromi. I don't know what's wrong with those clouds, but I am ready to grab my small people and bolt.
It's just fine.
So, of course, once she does finally get out of major panic mode and is now in just minor panic mode, she notices the food and it's like, oh.
Juniper, there's food.
I mean, I can't starve myself just because I'm worried. I mean, if we have to run, I need the energy. Just like justifies the food.
They are simple sandwiches with bacon, lettuce, and tomato. They did not go all out. After the food is served, I would like for everybody to give me active perception checks, please. Wow.
Used up all our good rolls.
Finally.
What do you mean?
I didn't do too bad. I got a 16.
Average.
I didn't do too bad. I got a 16.
Well, man, that's some pretty middle of the road rolls there. That's odd. Most of you, I don't know if all of you would notice that while the sun is setting in the west, it definitely looks like it's also rising in the east. Like this just does this what? This doesn't sit right. Hiromi, you're the only one who notices this little bit of extra that I will send as a whispered within Foundry.
I am going to bolt for Zaya and report that immediately. She's not hanging me out to dry.
All right. Well, as you give me another active perception check. Let's see if you can find her. Nice.
Spot They're extra sharp tonight.
Yeah, must be. Um, so as you're going through camp, you're noticing that a lot of the horses are a little skittish, like hooves coming off and up and off the ground, bouncing nervously. Like there are people who are actively attempting to calm them. And you see Zaya in a fight with an oxen
So what you're
as
saying is we're having an
it's
auction.
trying to bolt, and she's got her hands on the horns, trying to rile it down and like put it on the ground and make it calm down. But it's not a good fight. What are you doing?
I am going to shout at her that I saw Jonathan leaving camp alone, headed east, and I'm going to follow him.
Okay.
And pray that she heard me.
She will yell for you to make sure he gets his little fine ass back here, or she will kill these oxen to run after him.
I am headed for Jonathan, or the direction he was going.
Are you going alone?
I'll tell anybody I see. But the longer I wait, the further away he gets. So I'm not going to go out of my way to find people to go with me. But if there's anybody close by that I can take with me, I'll say something.
All right. Um, why don't the rest of you give me active perception checks? Active perception checks, please. Okay. Well, Hirome, as you're heading out of camp, you're able to find everybody but Juniper.
Well, I tell them that Jonathan headed east out of camp by himself, and Zaya is sending me after them.
He shouldn't go by himself. That's dangerous. I'll with
With
you.
orders to bring him back to camp.
I'm coming.
But I am saying that as I am running.
I'll follow the running fox person.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, you better get him back, cause Zaya, I think she really likes him.
That's the understatement of the year.
So is Ivy the only one chasing after Hirome?
I mean, all Hiromi said to me is that Jonathan was leaving camp to the east, and Zaya told him, or told her, to go get him back. And that was it.
Yep. That's what I heard too.
So that's what I responded to.
I am I am gonna go find Juniper. Knowing the close bond that she has with Hiromi, I'm going to let her know what's going on.
Okay. Wilford, give me a survival roll with advantage.
Boy.
Whew, man.
Best you can do is a 10.
You, I mean, I was only looking for an 8, so you very easily find you very easily find Juniper.
When I find Juniper, I'm going to let her know that Hiromi took off running east, looking for Jonathan at Zaya's direction or instruction.
I'm just gonna pause real hard from whatever I was doing, look at you, look east, and just damn it. And start going after her. It's like, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Why? Why? I have told her time and time again not to do risky shit, but no! Curiosity killed the cat, more like curiosity killed the fox. I am far too stressed for this. I cannot believe she's doing this to me.
So you would see Juniper in a panic, basically chasing after Hiromi.
Atticus, during all of this, is he just
He's brain dead, following whatever the rest of the people do.
okay?
He's a drooler right now.
I'm gonna strongly encourage Atticus and Grove Tender as well. That last time the group embarked on a rescue mission for Jonathan, we lost a party member. We might need all hands on deck for this one.
Hang on. Are you sure you want to say all hands on deck to Grove Tender, who's gonna just say, "What's a deck?"
No, deck's made of wood.
Obviously, it's the reproductive organ of the male gender that,
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So, very short one. Are you saying that you require my assistance?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, I will help you, because you are quite short, and probably cannot see very far away.
I really can't. I got stubby legs. It takes me forever to get everywhere.
Well, I guess I will go with you, as I hold my hand out for him to take.
You want me to hold your hand?
I mean, yes, you were very small and you might get lost.
I'm gonna look at Atticus in bewilderment.
Nah, I'm not sure what you're expecting me to do here, but he's a real tall feller and he just wants you to hold his hand. Maybe you're like a child to him. He doesn't want you to get lost. Or maybe you need to make sure he doesn't get lost.
I'm gonna look around.
You know what?
Make sure.
I got it. I got this here fancy silk rope. I can just tie you two together. Then you won't get separate from each other. How's that? Yeehaw!
After that novel idea comes out of Atticus's mouth, I'm gonna reach out and grab Grove Tender's hand and stroll to the east with him.
Okay, let's go.
Tosses his little hat. Puts his lasso back away. Make sure he, spins the barrels of both guns. Make sure they're loaded. Puts them away and giddy up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be checking over my shoulder to see how many people witness the loss of my dignity here.
Go. You know what? Here, let me just make a dice roll here for you.
D100, D100, D100.
What do you need
100,
with
100,
advantage?
100, 100.
22. And they start whispering amongst themselves and to others about it.
That's awesome. Things I do for Jonathan, as I yell back.
All right, let's take a bathroom break. I'm going to go ahead and put us back on the internet. Okay. Well, it is. I mean, again, right? The sun is already setting, but the east looks like the sun is rising. You got clouds in the sky where there's rumblings. It's a strange weather phenomena happening. Phenomena. Never mind. Hiromi, as you are the one to be able to catch up to Jonathan before anybody else. Even before Ivy, even though Ivy chased after you, you were already kind of booking it. So she's going to be just a little bit behind, but not terribly so. You were when you're catching up, you notice that Jonathan is up on top of a hill, but is laying on his stomach, looking east. How would you like to approach him? We'll just run up there.
Considering how he's laying, I am going to crawl up beside him.
Okay.
And say, Zaya wants you back in camp. She threatened to kill oxes. While I'm saying that, I'm gonna see if I can take a gander at what he's looking at.
Well, as you come up there, crawling and saying that, as you were right next to him and looking at what he's looking at, you're starting to understand why the East has been so alight these past couple of days. As you're looking down at a town that is a blaze of fire. And as you're looking at this, at the different buildings, you can see that there is a small keep, a small stone castle in the center of this town. And as the sky overhead rumbles with thunder coming out from the clouds above, this massive blue dragon pokes down and breathes this bolt of lightning that just crashes into the keep before it flaps its wings and goes back up into the clouds. And the roll of thunder again. As you start to understand what it is that you guys have been seeing and hearing.
I'm going to look at Jonathan and say, right now my job is not this town. My job is to get you back to camp. Let's go. Your lady is not killing me.
Ivy,
Mm-hmm.
you are there at this point, and we're able to see the dragon come down from the clouds.
Wow.
And the message that you now makes more sense.
I think we should go the other direction. Quickly.
Me and Jonathan are going back to camp if I've got a dragon kicking and screaming.
As you say that, Jonathan turns his head to you guys and goes, Can't you see them? They need help. he points down to the town. And you can see there are dark cloaked figures that are going door to door and then are pulling people out of them.
I'm going to tell Jonathan that we are not enough to handle this by ourselves. My first goal is to get him back to camp like Zaya ordered me. Then we can get more people and come back. But there's no way we can fight a dragon and all this cultist people looking people at the same time.
It's a conundrum, but they chose to live in a town.
I am not being uncaring. I am being paid to do a job.
He looks at you and he goes,
We can get more people back at camp and come back.
I understand. You pay to do a job. And he stands up. And at this point, the Juniper, Wilford, Growtender, and Atticus, you're all coming up. You're watching as Jonathan stands up. And you can all see the massive blue dragon coming down from the clouds once again. And this bolt of lightning just crash across over the hill. And after that bolt hits and the thunder resides, you can hear the screams of people. And Jonathan, like white-knuckled, goes, "That's right. You have a job. You have a job to do. Okay." And he looks up at all of you and he goes, "So do your job." And poof, he's gone.
Aw, come on, man.
That motherfucker's in the town.
Oh God.
As
Zaya's
you
gonna
look
kill us?
As you look over, like down at the town, you see him appearing about 30 or so feet ahead, full charging into the town with one cast iron skillet in one hand and a butcher's cleaver in the other.
Fuck.
Well, I guess we're going to fight a dragon. Let's go. Run after him.
If the dragon don't kill us, the dragon might not kill us, but Zaya will kill us. And with that
Yeah,
statement,
Let's don't go
down
back
the
and
hills.
tell her and get her to come out here. She's gonna kill us anyway. I am going to run back to camp as quick as my little humanoid legs can take me
So you're
Go
running
back
back
to
to
there.
camp.
to get Zaya. Yeah, and more help.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna look down at my child.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be like, little one, the wind is telling me that we should help those people. I think we should go down there.
Yeah. I think you're right.
And then I'll look over at Atticus and I'll be like, I believe you are an agent of the law, correct?
Well, now, I wouldn't exactly say that, but that down there looks like a rootin' tootin' good time.
Right then. So I feel like we should help those people.
Listen, the contract I got was like protect the caravan and whatnot, and message I heard was we got to bring Jonathan back, or Zaya's gonna kill a whole bunch of people. And that dum-dum went down into obviously the fiery pits of hell, And I gotta be honest with you, that scares me less than the giant woman with the sword twice my size. So, Yetri man, I'm with you. Let's run into hell.
Okay. Is anybody else coming with us?
Ready ran down.
Ivy's already.
Yeah, the moment Juniper saw that Jonathan was running towards the town, very inadequately armed, she was down the hill after him. Just, nope! Zaya will kill me, the dragon might. I'll take the dragon.
Well,
Okay.
then I suggest we go. As I'll drop Wilford's hand, and I will produce a gnarly looking staff from my hand. As my other arm overgrows with bark.
Well then.
You're like a wooden knight?
Are you asking me that in character or above table?
No, in character.
No. The night is very dark, which it will be soon, so we should probably go down the hill and stop those people in the black cloaks. Oh, and save the even smaller than you person. Who gets really angry about eating things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
That's
let
fair.
us go forth then.
Okay. So everybody is going down, except for Hiromi, who is running back to camp.
Sounds like it.
Okay. Hiromi, even at a dead run, that's going to take you some time. Okay. All right. We get the appropriate players on the map. Yeehaw. Whoops. That was not the button I wanted to do. I also didn't want to do that yet, but it's fine. You guys can go ahead and put yourselves in whatever order that
May
would
I
have been
summon my
here.
familiar?
Fudge your familiar.
I like my familiar.
I mean, I would assume Wilford and I are probably towards the front. Like once we finally managed to catch up with Ivy. Who apparently was the first one down the hill.
I'm following the man that makes food. Because we were told he needs to be
Like,
safe.
I'm having flashbacks of a village called Velaki, where a sorcerer just kind of like ran in and was like, "I'm a tank!"
I'm not a sorcerer this time, it's fine. And that wasn't me.
But I'm just saying, I'm having flashbacks.
I understand.
We gotta break you guys of this food motivation.
Gotta help the guy. Juniper said so.
You might have to just resubmit it.
Okay.
Because even on the main screen, it went away.
Because I have
Is everyone's
lost
map still
concentration.
loading? It's not just me.
Oh, we got a map.
Oh, it's loaded.
My
Oh,
screen's
well
black.
then mine's probably buggered
It's
out.
just you.
Hold on,
I can try to.
F5.
I was about to say I can try to force it.
Okay, I know how this goes. And we just need to play this or pay this trombone player some bonus cash for his fucking horn and just saying. He's fucking hitting it on that OST. At least I think it's a trombone. Either that or a French horn.
Man, the screams are real.
Oh man, it's tough and dark on this map.
Mm-hmm. Show is.
Damn, I sure hope there's 100 gold pieces worth of powdered ruby in my future.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Because, you know, somebody's an asshole like that.
It's okay, I'll just find a ruby worth of 100 gold pieces and P5 fofum that.
P5 fofum. All right. Okay, so running down after Jonathan with it being Ivy first, and then I would say what probably shortly behind her would be Juniper, whereas Grove Tender, Atticus, and Wilford had a conversation about should we or should we not. My understanding the order there.
I believe so.
Okay. So, as you guys are running down this hill, Jonathan, with the short legs that he has, running pretty quick. Like,
Horses.
it's uncannily so. Doesn't seem right. And as he gets into town, before you all, you can see that he turned at this. If you zoom out just a wee bit, at this first junction, he turned left.
Okay.
And Ivy, if you would please roll me a d8.
D8.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Ah. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Come on. Where did my journal go? Did it already disappear? Pop out, please. Thank you.
That is a really nifty thing.
Being able to pop out the journal.
Yeah.
Quite seriously, one of the best modules. Okay. Is there a wall there? There is a wall there. Okay, good. I will undo this. Come on, come on. Man, now I'm lagging ridiculously.
Technology's great when it works.
Alright, so let me move you two here. Ivy, are you going to that T and immediately turning left?
Yes, I'm going to follow Jonathan unless something tries to attack me.
Okay.
In which case I will respond.
So as soon as you turn left, you can see Jonathan smack dab in the middle of some people
Trouble.
with weapons out. A few of them you can see their faces appear, to be wearing masks that make them look a little like a Cubone skull top, like a little draconic, but not super so.
Are they cosplaying as Atticus?
Could be. Could
Good to
be.
know.
They're
failing.
I mean, you abruptly turn the corner. Some of them do notice you. What are you doing?
Do I have an action or anything at this point?
I mean, this would
do anything. That's kind of why I'm like, I just don't know what I can offer.
You tell me what you're doing.
I'm going to try to distract the one closest to me, and if I'm able to use one of my hexes, I would use the disorient. Tell Era to go after it as well. Because my pseudo-dragon can attack and stuff and be fancy.
Is that an action to do?
It doesn't cost me an action. My familiar takes its action either before or after my turn.
I'm sorry, but your hex.
Yes, my hex is an action.
Alright. I think that's going to put us in initiative then.
Okay. What I figured.
Let's see. Juniper was shortly behind you. Let me go ahead and move her. And you guys were a while back. Either way, let's have everybody except for Hiromi roll initiative. Juniper, you there?
Yeah, one
Yeah,
second.
she's getting-
Cats.
All right. Well, for the ones that had a little conversation first, it's going to be a couple of rounds. Ugh, I hate that that noise is turned on. Fuck that noise. Absolutely hate that. Combat details. No sound, no sound, no sound. Volume off. Fuck that. Nope, you don't get a turn, you're still running down. You don't get a turn, you're running down. And it looks like, unfortunately, Ivy, you aren't going to go first. Oh. Man, as soon as combat started, your little guy just went away.
Too, I'm like, that's really sad. Would you like me to resummon him?
Yeah, you'll have to on your turn, because it's not your turn, so I don't want it
Okay.
to cost you anything, so we'll just hang on here. Alright. Well, this will be fun. This cultist member is gonna... Well, it's gonna do something that, Ivy, you don't know what. Doodaloo. Same thing. Grove Tender doesn't get a turn, still running down. This one. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. No. Okay. Love it. Is going to notice a bunch of stuff happening. And I was just going to let everybody else know, but is still going to attempt to pull some weeds. Call the garden. Ouch. Hate to see max damage right from the fucking get-go. Fuck.
Just rude.
Mm-hmm.
You should say hello before you attack.
Something like that. Juniper, you see this guy and this these robes just come up and basically do their damnedest to bisect Ivy in one hit.
I am going to just continue on in my pace and just wallop him up the side of the head with my mace. Oh yeah, you gotta do the thingamajiggy before you click the button.
Yep. You also got to probably move.
Ba-da-da-da. Oh! Oh dear, Jonathan. Okay, I think I did this right.
Oh. Oh. 16's gonna hit. Sweet, sweet minimum damage. Man.
Delightful.
That was your action. You've got a little bit of movement still and a bonus. Anything else that you would like to do?
No, not really. I think I'm good where I am.
I'm gonna summon a friend back. That was rude of them to be disappeared. They were gonna be very helpful. Thank this person for me because they get to do whip out their tail and try to sting him in the face.
So are you having your familiar go before your turn?
Yes. Because I want them to be able to poison somebody so it's easier for the rest of us.
So for you, for the way your familiar works, you have to spend an action or a bonus action on your turn to command the familiar, and then it uses its reaction to make the one attack.
So it can't attack on its turn otherwise? I thought from what I
No,
was reading that it could. Oh, okay.
It does not.
Okay,
Its turn is to use its reaction to attack if you command it to.
Okay, now I understand. I was confused.
But that is your action or bonus action for it, because normally a familiar doesn't get a chance to attack, but the witches does. It's little extra and different.
Okay. Then I just misunderstood it. So it will not attack first. I will go first. And it will go after me.
It apparently didn't have a target, but whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I clicked off as soon as you said
Oh, okay. Well,
it
it just had to finish. It's all good. It just had to finish.
So it's my turn, but not my familiars yet. Okay, just making sure I understand.
Right. So if you're saying that it's going to go at the beginning of first before you, so on this turn you would tell it as your action or your bonus action what you want it to do. Then on your next turn, it uses its reaction to attack.
Okay, I will let it go after me then. So now that I'm understanding it properly, is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay, just making sure I understand.
Either way.
Let's make this as complicated as possible, right?
I'm here for it.
Attempt to disorient this person because I don't like them.
That's a hot success on my end.
True. That's just really rude, and then I'll use my bonus action to be like, come on, dragon, you can do this. And then my dragon will go after me and try to sting this person in the face. Because that's the best way.
In the face.
Yep. Even better if we can hit an eyeball.
Oh, that would hurt so bad.
Exactly.
Like an Evil Dead remake when that chick gets the needle stuck in her eye.
Ugh.
That was my reaction too. I was like, ooh.
Something's not right here.
Or like the Borg scene in Star Trek First Contact when Jean-Luc Picard's getting the fucking drill put into his eye. Yeah.
Yeah, that was wrong. It's not a DC 12, it's DC 15, but I still succeed with the 15. That has been fixed for next time at least.
Okay. I did not even notice.
I mean, just the DC 12 didn't make any kind of sense.
Using the wrong spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah, they're all set to, instead of
Intelligence,
default,
charisma.
to something. I just fixed the bleeding damage as well.
So they're weird because they're not technically spells, but they are out of weirdness.
I mean, it uses your spellcasting DC, right?
Yep, it should be.
Let's go back to hexes, because these are hexes. Yeah, your attack, spell attack modifier, spell save DC. Yep, okay.
You want me to just put something in the...
Please. Thank you.
The HTML spellcaster.
Okay. And now you're having your dragon go, which...
And they should be poisoned, I believe.
Jesus, you rolled max fucking damage? Become poisoned for an hour. If I fail by 5 or more, which I did not, thank goodness. Man, think how bad that must be to fail the DC 11 con save, and no matter how many hit points you have, you just immediately fall unconscious. Oof. Yeah. Poisoned. Let me do my darndest to apply the poisoned effect. There we go. I assume that was your bonus action to tell your dragon to attack you?
Yep. And my action was to attempt the spell that didn't work, so that's my turn, because I'm not moving away from this guy as long as he can hurt me.
Okay. That one is also gonna say something. This one is going to come down. 3.
vanish again?
Yeah, there's probably something with the duration of it not
Yeah, it
lasting.
must be duration. I'll put something in the thing for you.
Thank you. And here's hoping I don't crit and kill you.
It happens.
Oh, I missed. That's alright. This guy is gonna come down. And... Here, let's just... Come on, character sheet, I believe in you. Thank you. Whew.
Poor little dragon's only got 7 hit points.
It's only got 3 more after that scimitar attack. Whoosh!
I can summon it again with an action, it's okay.
I know you get unlimited of those. I hate you. Cool. So, Juniper and Ivy's the only 2 people who can see this.
Lovely.
Perspection.
Did you say you're scratching your chin?
I said perspection.
Perspection. Bum, 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 bum. You watch as Jonathan drops the butcher knife and the cast iron skillet, and you see as his he kind of falls down onto his hands, and you're able to see as his arm starts bending and twisting unnaturally as his shirt tears, his face elongates. As Jonathan turns into a werewolf.
Noted.
Wasn't expecting that.
Called that like 2 sessions ago. Not exactly the werewolf thing, but I was on its scent.
As the 2 of you are looking at this thing, the eyes blood red, the drool coming out of its mouth, it roars its head back and lets out a massive howl into the night. And as it does so, you can see that the cultist behind it puts this necklace on it that is of a 5-headed dragon, and each head a different color.
On the cultist or on the werewolf?
On the werewolf.
Okay.
And the werewolf turns to you and goes, "You almost ruined my plans before. You die now." It's its turn to transform. Top of the round, Atticus is running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, Well, he's gonna go here, 30. And, well, he's gonna go yeehaw. Yeehaw, shoot. Gonna curse up a storm. And go yeehaw, shoot again. And it's just like he never was gone.
He can hit a dark thing hanging from the ceiling from across the map, but a cultist standing in the middle of an alley, that's a no-go.
Yep. Wilford.
So if I double dash, that's action and bonus, right?
That is action and movement. You're not a
Okay.
rogue or a monk. Those are the two that get to dash as a bonus action.
So that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
And for my bonus action, I am going to Warden's mark this guy. And that's my turn.
The fuck does that shit do?
If I remember correctly, it basically, if he tries to attack anyone but Wilford, he gets disadvantage.
That's correct.
Wardens are cool. They're like one of the few classes in this game that like doesn't fall for the tank fallacy.
Okay. This one. This damn thing. I don't want you to follow my camera. Quit. He's going to move. And he's gonna go, oh shit. How do you get an attack of opportunity?
I think it was triggering from the pseudo dragon.
No,
Not-
maybe.
Not for me. Yeah, so I hit no.
Good job. Let's see if I can't one-shot Juniper. Here we go. I no-shot Juniper. Solid miss.
Just out of curiosity,
Hmm?
how would I use the protection for the? Is it the attacker has to be within 5 feet of me?
What protection are you looking for here?
It's under my feature. It says when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage. Does it mean that the attacker's got to be within 5 feet, or the person?
The target that you are protecting is within 5 feet of you. So, like,
Okay.
you could use it on Juniper.
So do I have to announce that before the roll? Because nothing popped up.
So nothing's going to pop up. There's just no automation for that feature. What do you guys see when I attack?
It just
An attack.
It just
an
said-
attack.
says like scimitar.
But does it say hit or miss or anything?
It says miss.
And if those are hits.
Doesn't show us the dice numbers or the rolls or bonuses. It only says hit or miss.
I would say yes, announce that you're going to use it for something. Because you know what? Because otherwise you're going to only use it when it says hit instead of when it says miss. You know what I mean? It's either that or I legitimately hide everything from you guys.
Gotcha.
So I'll just start being more specific that this one's about to attack this person, and if you choose to do your thing, then I'll roll with the disadvantage.
It's like counterspell. You announce I'm casting a spell, and
Yeah.
then you give an opportunity for someone to speak up and be like, I'm going to use protection.
Yeah. Basically, you got it. Alright, so this guy's coming down 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Whew. Come on, Druid Tank. Survive. I believe in you, Juniper.
I'll use the protection.
Oh! Damn it. Alright, well. Hopefully this rolled with disadvantage. It did not, but there it is. Still miss, so we're good. Protection feature used. Does that have like a limited number of charges, or is it just I'm a badass, fuck off?
It's a fighting style. He can use it every time he has a reaction.
Fuck. That's a good one.
One per reaction.
That's a good one. Grove Tender. There's a bunch of strangely dressed people attacking your people, to include your adopted child. Well, all these small people.
Oh my God! Not my adoptive child.
I know.
Well, I don't really have any ranged attacks, so I am going to do my thing. Get ready for clobbering time.
Yeehaw, quarterstaff.
Yep. And that's pretty much my turn because that's a bonus action. But
Make sure.
You know what,
Did the quarterstaff change to the charisma
Yes.
modifier? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Well, I want to make sure
Oh yeah,
CPR
I
didn't.
got a
didn't
plus
change
6 to hit, so that should be
Okay.
charisma based.
I want to make sure.
Since
that...
I have an action available, I'm going to take the dodge action,
Whoa.
which I believe I can set on myself now.
Maybe? I don't know.
Dodge.
Cool.
No, it does not grow. Although I grew the staff from my hand, if that matters. It's like the collapsible staff. It's like, tree branch.
I mean, I don't like that I'm surrounded here. So let's roll a d4. And who are we attacking? 3 it is, apparently, with disadvantage, right?
If you're poisoned.
Poisoned and some sort of bullshit mark. Stupid mark.
That's double disadvantage. It's like we have 3/4 cover.
Oh, is that how that goes? Hang on, let me go ahead and give me a plus 20 to hit. That's right. I still missed. Juniper!
Would it provoke an attack of opportunity if I switch to this guy?
So table talk rules provoke attacks of opportunities only if you move out of an enemy's range of melee attack, unless they have features which proc it in other scenarios, like my
that's
Broken
nice.
Heads character from Rise of the Drow.
That's really nice. I like that rule.
Oh man, now I miss Tanith. Damn it.
Yeah, this guy has a maximum cover, which you still hurt me. Oh, minimum damage again, Juniper.
She's just torturing him.
Really,
It's dice.
really is.
I
Slow,
blame the
brutal
dice.
death.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
I blame
Yeah.
the dice. It's the dice's fault.
My goodness. Did you want to move so I can attack you?
No, I think I'm going to stay right here.
Okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I suppose.
Say it like that. That makes me anxious.
Poison and Ivy, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast a spell with this guy over here. Where's my thingy? This one.
Okay.
Just
Go for it.
I'm casting the one I want. Do I need to cast Reduce Flame first on myself?
No,
Is that correct?
not this one.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. It makes me complicated every time I'm
Even with disadvantage.
Yep. And then I'm going to tell
Damn.
my dragon to go attack the werewolf. Because that scared me, and go, Era, you can do it.
Okay. Well, hang on.
Yeah, I know, he's gonna get attacked.
Yep. Let me get my tree attacks of die. This one with disadvantage. This one is normal. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. That's okay. I'll just be sad for a moment. My pseudo dragon is dead. But then I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take a step back.
Well, yep. Way to sucker me out of all my reactions. That's that's pretty good.
Yep, we're
that's
gonna hide back
that's
here.
pro move.
That's my turn.
I mean, since you're right there, and even with your passive perception of 10, you can hear that there is a commotion happening inside of that building.
Lovely. I'm so excited.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're excited.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Come on. You can do it, cultist. 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Man. 17. Can't touch Wilford. Da-da-da-da. Da-da. Can't touch us. Oh, but Ivy, you do.
Yep.
All you did was potentially hurt yourself even more there.
I noticed that.
Of course, I have to be able to fucking hit you. God damn it. I mean, yay, Ivy, you're still alive. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Well, that
Don't
guy's...
worry, I've got an even more annoying character planned.
You know, you guys don't have to keep coming up with annoying characters, right? Like, you could just not. I know, novel idea. We're gonna come
We'll make
down.
D&D version of Urkel.
Did I
Yes.
do that?
Yes, you did do that. You did.
Make him a bard.
Or thinking I'm too turtly for the turtle ones.
Ooh. Hit somebody finally.
You did. You killed the dragon and hit Ivy earlier.
Oh. Werewolf Jonathan isn't in combat. I gotta put him back in here.
Oh darn, what a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so sad.
And then he's at the bottom, so I need to fix him. Just give him a nice 5. There we go. And, cool. So, Werewolf Jonathan's gonna come in here and wreck face. Here we go. He is going to come over here, dig his claws in, climb up and over and leap. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Action, jump, and boom. But that is his turn. I need to see if he's going to take some fiery damage. Come on. Oh, yeah, he is. Four points of fire damage.
Is something on fire?
The buildings around us.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Oh, the walls hide that. Damn.
Yeah. It wasn't really described, but if you listen to the sound, you can hear buildings burning.
Oh, here.
The village was on fire, I knew that.
There. See? That's on
Wait.
fire.
You can see that now. Yep.
This one is on fire. And this one up here is on fire from what you guys can see. If you zoom out a little bit more, this blue tent thing looking, this building is on fire. So some of you can see those. There's not every building, but there's a lot of buildings on fire. Okay, so I climbed up, over, dash, jumped down, a little Senji. Juniper and Wilford, please give me active perception checks. With advantageous, please. Yep. Okay. Hey, Ivy, quick thing. Remember that your dragon goes after you, so technically you should not have moved. Your turn would have been ended.
Right.
We're gonna ignore that for now, but just keep in mind your turn ends and then the dragon goes. Cool. For Wilford and Juniper, when as this dragon comes down, or dragon, werewolf, excuse me. Whew, too many things in the brain. As the werewolf comes down, its hands, those claws, look about the right size for the dig marks and claw marks on the wall of Candlekeep.
What? Dang. That's a plot twist.
And you do remember that when you found Jonathan, his mouth had some blood around it.
Mm-hmm.
And his clothes were a little torn up.
Man.
Crumble snacks. I thought he just got beat up.
Crumble snacks. Oh, that's so good.
This is fantabulous, my dude. Fan-fucking-fabulous.
I'm so happy about the food pun. If you didn't already have inspiration, I'd have given it to you for that.
Man, Soylent Green is people.
Oh, man. All right. Top of
Battle planning minute.
Of the...
Go for it.
Alright, so, Wilford, I would recommend using your other warden ability to try and lock those people in place. So as long as you don't move, they can't move. It'll at least keep, the people who should be in the back alive a bit longer. And I guess I'll tussle with the fucking werewolf, and I'll also lock someone down. And then, I guess since the DM is driving Atticus, shoot at anything and everything until it's dead. That's not an allied person.
For Atticus, do you want him to reduce the number of people on the board or focus fire the werewolf?
Reduce the number of people on the board.
Got it, because he gets 2 attacks.
And we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, that's all I got.
Minutes up, suckers. Time to die. Yeehaw. Yeehaw, shoot. Yeehaw, don't miss.
Do you have grits yet on him? Or they're probably not called grits, but that's what they are in Pathfinder for gunslingers.
Let's see here.
Never mind, this is taking too long to shoot.
Well, hang on. He's got steady aim that just doubles his normal max range. It doesn't give him advantage. He has risk dice, which are deeds. I'm going to try to figure out what deed he picked. Which is Bite the Bullet to gain temporary hit points.
That's not useful right now.
No. If he hits, he can give them a subtraction based on the risk die amounts to their next attack roll. Dodge to... he can reload quickly. What's this last one here? So basically, his grits that he's got here, he can either, the ones that makes the most sense right now, he can either spend a risk dice, assuming he hits, to cow the creature, which he rolls his dice, which I think are D8s right now. Yes, they're D8s, to make the creature's next attack be a minus whatever that roll is. Or he can make the creature drop an item that it's holding.
Alright, just PP for now. I don't know, it was worth asking.
Good
'Cause
combo, just shoot.
His critical strike range and his guns, though, has changed.
Should be 19 to 20.
Yes, that's what I'm making sure of.
The only reason I know is because I helped make these classes. It's the only reason I know.
He does have a breath weapon, but it's a conal effect.
Doesn't matter. Let's shoot and keep this ball rolling.
Okay. Fuck me.
Hey, you finally hit.
We did.
And
finally hit.
rub some horse shit in that wound.
Oh, he doesn't have a creed yet.
It's level 3.
Okay. And horseshit. Let's see if we can't. There you go. Bang, bang! Yeehaw. There's one down. Wilford.
Okay. First things first. We'll attack this guy. Isn't that about it? And how do I select multiple creatures?
I think shift.
And I will put my Warden's Grasp on these fellers here.
No, thank you. Hard pass.
So it says they can't willingly move away from me unless they take the disengage action.
We need to fix that to where it puts an effect on those creatures. But we will deal with that next time. We know that it's these 3 right here, not a big deal. So that's action, it's bonus action, no movement, because you also can't move. What does your Warden's Grasp look like? How do you hold these people in place?
Well, it says my daunting presence, so I suppose my short, fearsome-looking stature as I get this...
Really?
I don't know,
You
like...
have an opportunity to flavor this however you want. You're like, my short stature.
I know, I don't,
Hey, Wilford, you were planning on doing the Stone Guard one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, make it so like fucking rocks and shit come up and grab their feet so they can't willingly move away from you.
I thought about that, but I thought that was a little bit too far out there.
You're a dwarf. It
I'm
fits.
not sure if you knew this or not. This is a role-playing game. In case you weren't aware, I know. Whew.
I try to keep it in check a little bit, otherwise I get out there and it.
You know what? Get out there.
Okay. Yeah. Given that I come from the mountains and the mines, the earth comes up around their feet, kind of like big old snow boots, sticking them to the ground.
Perfect. You're dead. Why are you still having a turn? You're not dead. Well, we're gonna boop go over this way. Why would you? There's no reason for you to have an attack of opportunity. None. Zero.
Did it? Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. Oh, I do know. Dagger's range. Thrown dagger's range. That's why. Oh well. Cool. Now I'm going to cut up Juniper and serve her at the next barbecue.
I'm going to use my reaction for the protection.
To make it a normal attack.
Looking here, buddy. I'm fuzzy. I'll give somebody hairballs.
You might want to start questioning what you've been eating the past few nights.
Soylent Green is people.
Nope. It was tasty num num food. I have no interest in putting too much thought behind the tasty num nums.
It would have been with I held control, but it didn't roll normal, so I'm gonna undo that damage because 6, 7, 8, 9 would not have hit, so I'm gonna undo that. So I miss. Groove Tender.
The Groove Tender? I need someone to drop a sick beat if I'm going to be the Groove Tender.
Belivar's not here.
Well, this guy's dead, right? This guy's just poisoned.
Affirmative.
Yes.
Cool beans. Alright, well... I can't do much about that right now. I'll just, I'm gonna pull out my super duper quarterstaff, and I'm gonna go clubbing if I'm the Groove Tender.
Well, bam!
Wow, you got a little bone.
And then, while I'm standing here, I don't want this dude going fucking anywhere. So I'm gonna rear back my foot, and I'm gonna slam it into the ground. And from underneath where the werewolf is standing, roots and vines are gonna lash up and around him and pin him in place as I use entangling vines on him.
Damn.
Until the end of the creature's next turn, its speed becomes 0 and it cannot increase. If he disengages, he will be able to get out, but other than that, he's not going anywhere.
No save, it just happens. Just fuck off.
No save, it just happens. It's an eat shit ability.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Num num nums, I guess. Well, I can't move, so let's attack the person who made me unable to move. here. Nope, I'm just poisoned. Fuck off, it says. Okay, well, let's attack the guy who made the earth come up here. And I miss. Juniper, them clouds. Man, now you know why they were so unnatural looking.
I feel like this isn't the time to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Reach out and whack
mistake.
nobody.
I can imagine I just go to hit him and I miscalculate and I just swing right over his head. Like, damn it.
Man,
Remember,
Dude.
aim lower, aim lower.
that's right.
He's
Too
an
tall.
elusive bastard.
Too tall. Ivy without poison.
I am going to cast a spell if I can target the people I want to hit. People. Target these peoples here because they're in my way and I don't like them right now.
No, I don't know what you're casting. You're talking about targeting so many people.
I'm casting psychedelics.
Magic mushrooms.
Yep.
Oh my.
And all those really fun flowers from like that 70s show come flying up in their faces.
Ivy, do you see that in chat there for you to make a save?
Oh.
Again, why would that... My gosh, every single VSOS spell is fucked. That's okay, as the ones that succeeded still would have succeeded. Psychedelics.
Mm-hmm.
Got
That's
the
an
magic
interesting name.
mushrooms.
Yep.
Each creature you choose within range must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls to the end of its next turn. Additionally, the colors of all creatures and objects you choose within range change randomly and remain brightly and unnaturally colored for an hour.
Yep, all these people are now like multicolored holograms. It's great.
That's what we're gonna go with. Great. It's
That's my turn.
odd. It's odd that it doesn't have a spell component.
Yeah.
It's verbal somatic
VS and
material.
M.
I mean, it's set to DC spell casting on the spell. I don't know what would be wrong with it.
On hers, it was the ability modifier for the action type was set to dexterity, not to default. So it was taking the spell casting DC as dexterity based.
I see now. Well, you know what? I'll make another post.
every VSOS spell is fucked. That's okay. Well, fuck. Well, as my people are apparently psyching out.
They just have disadvantage, but I don't think it applied an effect. I'm not sure if it did or not.
That's a sweet spell. Gives them disadvantage on attacks.
For a turn.
Yep, we'll have to fix that. That's okay. It's basically everybody.
Until
We
the end
can-
of its next turn.
Let's see, come on. Alright, well, let's... Did that get rid of the template? It did not. So even the template is fucked on this. I will just give it poisoned for now, because that's going to give it the same disadvantage attack. It's me holding control is doing nothing. Okay. I can't move. I can only, with my brightly colored wardrobe, attack this very intimidating short guy.
It lasts just their turn.
That guy's no longer.
Unless I cast it again. And use another spell slot.
This guy's no longer. This guy still is, and it is also going to attacky. I said attacky. And obviously miss. It's no longer brightly colored. I guess it still is brightly colored, it just doesn't have the disadvantage.
Yeah, it just gets to flash one colors.
And, cool. Well, here we go. Attack number 1 to the guy who's holding me in place. And attack number 2 to the person holding me in place. And attack number 3 to the person holding me in place. Damn. As claws come out. Splinters! Top of the round! Alright. Pet Etiquette is... going to shoot. Come on, Atticus. Load. Open. Thank you. Kabow! Boom! And, kapow! Boom!
Who is this guy and what did he do with Atticus?
And then he's gonna come down over here. Ready his next shot.
Go for it!
Okay. Ooh, I got a choice. Alright. My warden's mark's gone, but I'm gonna re-up on the grasp. on those two jokers.
Yep. Okay.
And
Make sure you only have one target. There you go. You did it. Good job.
I will try to Warhammer this guy.
Bop a motherfucker in the nose. Oh. Oh, it hits! Oh, man. 7 points damage. Very nice. He's looking hurt. And unable to move.
At least we know how much health they have now.
That's all I got.
Dead cultist. Dead cultist. Grove tender. Sure, go ahead. Boop. Oh, that's a big boop. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright, that's it. That's all I got.
How long does your grasping vine things last?
Oh, it ended at his turn. He's now free to go, I guess, if he wants to try and run like a little bitch.
Wow. Dead cultist. Juniper!
Bitches. Don't backtalk me. Oops. Sorry, baby. Better. Please do better than you have been.
Natural one!
Don't jinx me.
There's two of them.
Oh, with a lovely 4 points of damage.
It's higher than a 1.
Indeed it was. Great job, Juniper.
Why, thank you. I tried my darn diddly damnedest.
Darn diddly.
Those little Ned Flanders in there.
Anything else, Juniper?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Ivy.
I'm going to use my Beckon Familiar Hex to summon my dragon friend back because they need to be here. They were quite helpful. Right there, yes, Beckon. Where did you go? There you went. And I'm going to look at you and say, sting this dude in front of me because I don't like him anymore. And that's going to be my turn, so that way she can sting this person in front of me that I don't like anymore.
Why is it rolling with advantage?
That was a good question.
It
Does
should
it get-
not have.
Does it think it gets pack tactics or something?
I don't think it has that feature on it.
No, it does not. It should not. Was the low roll the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You tried, my little friend. It's okay. That's its
Yeah,
turn.
I'm gonna undo that damage. Okay. Well, I can't move, so might as well attack this very short, intimidating guy. And I can move, and so might as well kill this person who keeps summoning tiny dragons to attack me with.
Come on, the little tiny dragons are cute. Don't they remind you of your friend in the sky?
And I can't move, so might as well attack the person who came within my range. Actually, no, because she did attack him. She did attack me, so we got attack back. Vengeance would be mine.
Peanut butter sticks.
I'm gonna hit it critical. Roll max damage. Here we go. I really did roll a critical, but I did not roll max damage.
Meanie.
Thank God.
Man. I was like, huh? Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Yep. Coming at you,
Right
bro.
here. Come at me.
I heard. Here it is.
Put me on the ground. Do it. You know you want to.
Here, I'm doing it.
You're not doing a very good job.
I'm doing it right now.
That. I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I'm doing it right now.
Man, Meatloaf is disappointed in you.
Insult him by telling him his moves.
I can't believe I missed with everything. Oh, fuck. Well, top of round 5. This is where we end tonight's episode of Tyranny of Dragons.
Well, that's no fair, because now Atticus will be back and he won't be able to hit anything anymore.
That's correct. As we're finally in the module proper. And thank goodness you guys had an extra level, because I'm fairly certain Ivy and Juniper would be dead by now.
Probably.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm only level 1 still.
And you're fighting the werewolf.
Yeah, I took the hardest target as the level 1 character.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yep.
crazy. Oh, man.
Wait, I'm not saying I have delusions of grandeur, but all of my characters seem to be picking fights with accuracy
Things
or
they shouldn't
critters.
be.
Well, maybe I've got a